Hey guys, I'm RozVlog and welcome back to another RozVlog, guys. And it's been about a month since the last RozVlog, so not a lot has happened, I guess. Most of the things from the last RozVlog I think I got accomplished or I finished dealing with, I think. But yeah, here's another update, I guess, as usual. I'm not gonna pretty much have a lot of update because it's only been a month since that last RozVlog. And the first update I want to say is that we are going back to 2 videos a day, or maybe 1 or none, depending on how busy I am on that day. That's because I'm going back to class or school, whatever you like to call it, and I'm going to be busy all the way up to the point where I might not even have time to do extra recordings and stuff like that. And of course, during the break that I had spent at least most of my days recording session after session after session. I know I may seem a little tired from some of those videos, or maybe a lot tired, I don't know, depending on how you see it. But it was just because I want to try and push out as much videos as I could, trying to finish some of the games I wanted to finish. I also tried to spend some time editing some of the videos that I felt that were needed some cutting and some editing and transitioning into. And basically I try my best to work on the 3 videos a day kind of quality. Although I did have a few days that I had 2 videos, that's because some situation happened during that day, or accidentally did something that I forgot to do in the video itself, and I was running out of time anyways on that day. But yeah, overall we are going back to 2 videos a day starting this weekend or maybe next week, depending on how it goes, or depending on when this video goes up, I guess. But we are going back to 2 videos a day, and hopefully we're focusing on finishing some games at least, which we'll talk about later after the section of updates, I guess. Another update I want to talk about is the intro. The intro, I promised that there was going to be a sort of like a new one, sort of. And that basically was to trade off like 4 of the genres, the footage of games that I play in terms of the genres that they have. I was gonna trade that off and then put in new ones. I forgot to do that because, or I didn't forget actually. It was more like I was so busy and hung up with 3 videos a day that I didn't really have the chance to concentrate into it and think about what would be best to put in the footage. And not only that, I was lazy. And I gotta admit it, I was lazy. I was playing a bunch of games and I wasn't really trying to focus on editing or making videos at the moment because I wanted to relax a little bit more. It was kind of like a break anyways to me, so I was like, you know what, I'll wait the next day, and next thing you know, it's already ending the break. So I'll try to focus on the intro eventually and hopefully get something out of my mind and think what to put in the intro that will be the latest or the newest sort of intro kind of thing. But in the future we will of course also try to make a different intro that has a sort of like animation prospect to it, or not prospect, maybe perspective, there we go, animation perspective kind of thing, where it is based on the theme around this channel, which is like Scott Pilgrim kind of thing. And basically I want to do that kind of thing, but it all depends on, you know, hard work, how I've envisioned some stuff. Like this intro I made for this channel had been envisioned before I even have it exist in the channel, and it took me about a couple months because I had to get everything together and I had to get all the things perfectly fine and through. And that's why the first one I believe was the successful one, because a lot of people liked that I timed my jump scare scream in the video of the intro 1, and then the second intro was kind of okay. There was no jump scares in there because I had less horror games in my channel. And hopefully hopefully the next time around it'll probably be something good, I guess, that will top this intro or these types of intros that I have out on the channel. But anyways, another thing I want to talk about, or another update I want to talk about, is that I'm planning on making a new banner. I think I spoke about this months ago. I think I never even got across it because I was thinking about it and I still thought about it, and I'm still not sure how I'm gonna envision to making it, and so I'm kind of thinking about it to myself. So I'm gonna probably take some time to think about what banner I'm gonna be making, how it's gonna make it, or how it's gonna look and how it's gonna be, and hopefully I figure out something and get that one going for the channel. But anyways, we're done with everything on the channel update sort of thing, and now let's discuss about the last thing, which is the series or games that we're playing on the channel. Basically, I have been focusing a lot on finishing games rather than just starting a new series and making myself work real hard to finishing it. I know some of you guys who are interested in Borderlands 2 maybe are kind of still waiting out on those episodes, and I'm sorry, I deeply apologize. I've been focusing, as I mentioned, on games that are having endings that are like closer to the end, like basically games that are short, sort of. And I've been focusing on those because they seem more easier than having like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours focus on just the same kind of concept over and over again, but with different maps, different enemies, different story parts and stuff like that. But yeah, Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition with all the DLC, the Headhunter pack, that's all gonna come slowly. I'm not too quick on it. Same goes for 1080p videos. I try to focus on like on Fallout 4. There's so much things to do in Fallout 4. I'm not giving it up, of course, but it's just that it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be a slow method or process for me to catch up to it and do things with it. Same goes for Witcher 3. Same goes for Batman Arkham Knight. I know I want to focus on those games a lot more because I have less of those on the channel versus the other games that I've at least finished or got working on. Even Final Fantasy X has been sitting around doing nothing, and I should be doing something with it. But I've been just lazying out and not going back to them, and I've been focusing on other things versus those 1080p videos. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to focus on those a little bit more, hopefully, in the coming months. And like lastly, as I mentioned before, it's because of the internet that I can't finish them or can't completely continue them as much as I can. So basically, yeah, I'm trying my best to do something about that, and hopefully I figure something out. But who knows? I'll update you guys on that another time around, or you'll see the change up when the time comes. But anyways, back to the point. Completing games, of course, we did complete Chronicles, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, Dead Island 1 and all that stuff, and Watch Dogs finally, around not too long ago, and a few other games that you have seen in the completed game list of 2016 in this time around, I guess. But yeah, those are the games that we're completing now, and we're slowly getting into finishing some games, and hopefully we will start new games, of course, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to start new games. I do know that I'm going to be continuing on to Bad Blood DLC for Watch Dogs. I know I'm going to be starting over the whole Assassin's Creed journey with after being done with Syndicate, we'll be going back to Assassin's Creed 1 and doing the whole thing all over again. I know once I finish with Bioshock 1, of course, I will also go for 2, but that will probably take a little bit of time. Same for Riptide. When I finished Dead Island, I did not know when I'm going to be coming back to Riptide. I may do Dead Island first before Riptide, because I know that Escape the Dead Island is kind of like a prequel to Dead Island 2, which I don't know when Dead Island 2 is going to be released, so that's another clue, or not a clue, another information that I don't know at the moment in this time, and hopefully when it comes around I can probably pick it up and start playing it with friends or alone, depending on how it goes. But yeah, overall, I have a lot of games in my mind and in my library that I want to try playing. There are games like, I don't know, GTA 5 story mode. I've got, I don't know, as I mentioned, Riptide and all that. And I got, what is it? I don't have them downloaded. I have Thief, I have Shadow of Mordor in my mind, I got Alien Isolation in my mind, I got some few indie horror games that I have in my mind as well, and also some mods from Amnesia. I want to do some things, but there's so many games that I have in my mind that I feel like I can start playing anytime soon, but it just depends on time, as I usually would say. Also, if you guys have a recommendation, I will look into it, of course. I do have a few games that I have in my library, which I didn't think I would be able to get to unless, you know, if you guys are interested in watching it. If you guys are not interested in watching it, then it's hard for me to keep it going completely fast and like get through with it quickly, because I always like to feel like there's something to go on that will increase my energy to keep playing that particular game. But overall, I don't know. That depends on how it goes, I guess, and that depends on how things work out in this video, of course. So comment down below if you guys have a recommendation. I know a few friends of mine in real life who also told me some games that they want me to play. I also have that in mind as well. It's just a matter of timing, as I usually say. And when I come across it, I hope they enjoy it, and I hope some people who are willing to recommend some games to me, I'm willing to jump into the wagon and try to play that game for you guys. But I will probably stray away from games that are like non-story based kind of the thing. So like multiplayer for COD, any sort of COD maybe. COD Zombies, I can probably give that a consideration, but I don't have any COD games, so I don't really have anything to say about that. Sports games as well, I don't have anything I can say about that. I don't own any. I only own like the old school WWE games and some Tony Hawk stuff and like that. So basically, I'm okay with those, but that depends on how you guys feel about that. But yeah, it will depend, and not only that, some of the games will be on different consoles and not on the PC sometimes, and that's fine as well. I will for sure just like check them out and try to get the amount of money that I can to get to it, but right now, who knows. Anyways, yeah, that's what I want to talk about for today, for the series stuff, like the game stuff that I want to start up. Let me know if you guys have anything to say about the channel or anything like that, and I think that will be it, because I have no huge update. Oh, and then live streaming, yeah, I'll leave that as the last note. Live streaming, it's not back yet. I know some people might want to see me stream, and some people might not want me to stream, or that I don't know. I don't know about my live stream situation in terms of how people want it from me. But most likely I will do something with live streams soon if I get internet. I'm gonna keep complaining that I have bad internet, and that's the only note you guys are gonna hear from me for quite some time before I get enough money, or if I have enough ways to find around that will help get me some better internet speed. Upload speed, most likely. Upload speed, not download speed, just upload speed. If I can find some way to get that upload speed to just like into the sky, hell, I can probably live stream for most of the time and have the hell of a time in the live stream at least. And of course, with the live stream, I can also figure out how to start playing Let's Plays and stuff. I mean, I can also do a YouTube live stream and make that particular game into a sort of like live stream event where you guys can see like a series from that kind of thing. But that all depends, of course. Anyways, yeah, live stream is still questionable, still very questionable. I don't know when it will come back ever, and hopefully we can get that silly mess out of the way and get it rolling and get everything rolling for sure for us all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't. Check down the description box down below if you're looking for more information about the channel or the video itself. For sure, there's gameplay in the background, I bet, and there's music going on in the background. If not, then it'll just be me with the whole background scene and whatnot, with just the music itself, depending on how it goes. And what else? I think that's most likely it. So hope to see you guys in the next RozVlog or another video month. And I hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever you're watching this. So Roz out.